Hey everybody, it's your homegirl Tay, and welcome back. Today we are going to continue with BET Presents the Encore. We are in season 1 and on episode 4, so let's just get right into it. So the show opens up with the girls sitting around the table talking about what had just happened during the fight. And Aubrey says that they are proving a point. They are proving that the experiment will not work, that girls cannot work together. And Shamari feels different about it. She feels like they can get it to work if everyone is willing to put forth the effort. And I agree with her, and I commend her on trying to be positive during that whole situation because that was a lot of negative energy just, you know, jumping around, floating around, and for her to still find the positive in that, I thought that was great. And so the twins go upstairs, change into their bathing suits, grab some drinks, and head out to the hot tub. And we're having a conversation. And they ask themselves, why are they doing all the work? Why are they putting forth all this effort and no one else is doing anything? Which I will say, I agree with them on that. They are doing the most. Like I said before, they're writing, producing, and engineering, and also being vocal coaches. And yeah, that's a lot to put on onto them. Everybody else is just there to sing. So I understand their frustration on that. I really, really do. And then they discussed how Aubrey is a fake and they call her a people pleaser. And it's because Aubrey was saying one thing to the twins and then she got in front of the group and was saying a whole different thing. And it just kind of came out of left field for them. So I get how they feel like that. And they also say that she needs vocal work. So I like that little fun shade there. And then Elijah, one of the songwriters, and Aubrey are in Aubrey's room talking. And, he's just kind of asking what's going on. And Aubrey's explaining that they just can't get along. Everybody's fighting every day. There's no direction. Yeah, it's just a lot of big egos. And then she tells Elijah that the twin don't produce records how she wants them to produce. And she also says that the twins were basically downplaying Elijah and Cosign, saying that when they're in the studio, they know what's up. They know that basically they're running things. And Elijah didn't like that too much. And it's crazy because we don't know if that was actually said or not, if that was captured on camera, if that's something that just didn't make the cut. Because the twins and Aubrey were hanging out heavy. So who knows if it's true or not? Who knows? So then after they're talking, Irish comes in and it got a little weird. It got a little weird for me. Um, so Irish comes in talking about, oh, twin, I love you. And Aubrey's like, I love you. I love her. Oh my gosh. I love you. And I was just like, pause. When did y'all become cool like that? Maybe once again it's something that we just didn't see, but I didn't know it was like that, but you know, go off, go off. And so then it cuts to Keely and the other girls, and they're in the kitchen talking. And someone says that Keely needs to make up with Aubrey, and Keely says she doesn't want to because Aubrey is fake, and Aubrey didn't reach out to her until the show was about to air. And then little do they know that Aubrey is around the corner, and she comes around the corner and she goes off on Keely. Like, I don't even remember all of what she said, but she was just going in, calling her all outside of her name. And one thing I will say about Aubrey, she sticks to her word. When she says, I'm going to cuss her out next time I see her, I'm going to do this, she's actually doing it. So I'm not even mad. It makes for great TV. Great TV. And I feel like Nivea is all of us. She's just in the confessional cracking up. Like, what have I gotten myself into? What are these girls doing? And then Keely is in her confessional. And she just says that Aubrey is a reality TV star. She's only there for the cameras and knows that she needs to turn up in order to get the camera time. And she also says that Aubrey's only there because of the pandemic. Checks stopped coming in, sponsorships stopped coming in, I guess, and she needed she needed the check. And I don't know how influencers work, so I don't know if that is true, but I've heard that a lot. Definitely heard that. So then Sita calls the girls together and they're all sitting around the screen. And Sita asks, are they all on the same page? And says if they don't work together, they won't succeed. And she asks what happened with who they elected as the queen. And Shamari tells her what's going on. And Sita says, well, the queen has the final say. And if they don't like it, they can elect a new queen. And Sita just kind of lets them know they need to figure it out. They need to figure out their brand and what they want to be called. And it kind of seemed like it was one of those calls like, what are y'all doing up in here? Y'all have acted a fool. So after that, she ends the call. And so after the call with Sita, the girls are just messing around trying to figure out what they should name themselves. And they were like dissipate, disintegrate, dissolve, just being silly and lighthearted. And then after that, we cut to Felicia and Fallon talking about how they need to talk to Misha because, I mean, there can't be all that division and confusion in the house. And I feel like, once again, they are kind of being the bigger person. I don't feel like they needed to apologize. I don't think they needed to apologize to Keely, and I don't think they need to apologize to Misha. So I think it says a lot about them and who they are, and that they are really just trying to keep the peace. So good for them. And so they go to Misha's room and she lets them in and they talk to her and tell her that they think she's amazing and they're sorry that she felt like they were doing whatever to her, and that's not what they were trying to do. Their intentions were never to make her feel less than or not a part of the group. And then Misha apologizes as well, and she says if she came off the wrong way or if she was negative, and she gives them their props and lets them know that she's honored for the opportunity. She's a little skeptical about it, but agrees to make things work, to try and make things work. And so after that little moment, they hug it out and they're good and they leave. And we cut to Pam. Pam's on her way down to the studio. She tells Keely, if anybody's looking for me, I'm down in the studio. So she's down there and Felicia's down there as well. And they begin to work on a song. And Felicia's on the keys creating a melody, which can I say I'm impressed by them. She did that from scratch, and it's actually inspiring. She's really talented. Both of them are. Both of the twins are really talented, and I'm glad that they got this opportunity to come on the show and show their talent to the world. I hope this brings them more opportunities and maybe even back into to being an artist and not in the background. But anyways, I got off topic. But Pam is behind Felicia while she's on the keys and she's writing the lyrics, which is it was great to see her in her element. Um, and it was great to see her actually helping out and writing. And she didn't want any help from them. She just wanted to write the song. So, I that probably lifted a little bit of weight off of Felicia and Fallon. I mean, I don't know if they had to produce and engineer this one, but I'm sure they appreciated that and it was great. Um, and so then as they're working on the song, all the girls come down and they start to record the song. And it's a nice little gospel record. It's about being thankful and all of that. So it's good. It's inspirational. It's the gospel album or gospel song on their album. Every R&B group does it. So good for them. And so they're all crying and filled with emotion after they record the song, and it was just a really good bonding moment. It was a really good bonding moment, but funny. So as Pam is sharing her testimony and she's crying, Keely is on the couch next to her. And when you see somebody crying, instinctually you want to like pat them or rub their back or something. And Keely leans in to rub her back, and then I guess she remembers like, whoa, I don't. I remember she don't want to be touched, so let me back up. But it's funny in the scene to see her like she actually reaches over. She's about to pat, and she just stops as she remembers. So Keely's growing on me. I don't. She's not getting on my nerves so much. And then it goes to Aubrey. And Aubrey's happy to see that the girls are bonding, but she says the song is just not for her fan base and she doesn't really like it. and that she's bored and she wants more. Now, this is what I think, and I don't even think it's not a race thing or anything like that. What it is Aubrey is from the pop world, and pop artists don't usually do that. There's not usually a song about God and any type of religion. They may make a inspirational ballad, but it doesn't pertain to any kind of godlike figure. So that's probably why she wasn't feel it. Whereas R&B, those the other girls are from R&B, and you know, like I said before, almost on every R&B album there is a gospel record, and if it's not on the first album, it's going to be on the second album. That just is how it is. There's always a gospel record. So I think that's where they kind of they're just different. They're different artists, different genres completely. So yeah, this is the same for Aubrey, I guess. And so then Keely has a meeting with the choreographer Aaliyah, and as Keely's having her meeting, Aubrey just comes in with her vision board and takes over the conversation. And I don't know if the girl was being shady, but she just turns to Aubrey and just continues the conversation and pretends like Keely's not even there. I didn't like that really, to be quite honest. Not at all. And so then, as they're having their conversation, the rest of the ladies start to file in. And like I said, Shady, Aaliyah said, so I was just discussing with Aubrey, like Keely wasn't there first, talking to her first. I'm not sure if that was editing or if that was slight shade. I don't know. And so um, the choreographer asked who's all on the song that she's going to be making up a dance for, and she lists Fallon, Felicia, and Aubrey. And then Shamari chimes in and says she wants to be on the song and that she wants to be on both songs. And at first, Aubrey tries to tell her no, but Shamari is adamant about getting her voice out, and she's on the song. She just wants to be on the song, and she don't care what Aubrey's saying. And I feel like Aubrey is a little salty about that. I think she wanted to be in charge. I think that she thought that she could tell them what song they could or could not be on, when Shamari does have a good enough voice to be on it. So, yeah, I don't know why she was upset about that. And I think that's why she went upstairs to get changed and never came back. So then Elijah comes in the house and he has a little meeting with the twins, and he tells them what Aubrey told him about what the twins allegedly said. And the girls say that they didn't even say that, and they know Aubrey said it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They don't even have to guess who said it. They know it came from Aubrey. And so the rest of the ladies come down to the studio, and they were just finishing up some vocals on Pam's gospel song. And everybody is there except Aubrey, who is sleeping. And she is up there in a deep sleep. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know why she's so tired. But Elijah has to go up there and get her from her bed to go sing. And so she comes down and she sings, and it is a struggle. It is a struggle, let me tell you. And I'm not sure if it's because she just doesn't like it, or she doesn't know where to find that soul sound. She doesn't know where to where her mind needs to go in order to get it out with the feeling that she needs to convey. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just how I feel about it. But they get it. They get, I guess, some good enough takes of her singing. How, I don't know, but they got it. And so once she's done, she says she's got to go back upstairs and go to bed. And then Cinnamon comes into the house, and she goes down to the studio to listen to some songs. And they hear Pam's song, and she enjoys it. And next they play Skeleton, and she likes the song, except for Aubrey's part. Cinnamon says that Aubrey's timing is off and suggests that Shamari take the verse. Shamari doesn't really want to do that because she doesn't want to be the person that takes someone else's part. And also, she feels bad because Aubrey really, really, really wanted to be on the song. Now, let me say this. Isn't it crazy how Aubrey was so adamant that Shamari should not be on the song? No, 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 not Shamari. And now others are wanting Shamari to be on the song to take her part. I think she was just being spiteful. And then that's how quick karma came back on her. And so then it cuts to Aubrey out of bed. I guess, she was feeling a little bit better. So she got up and told the girls that they are going to be having a party later that night and tells them to get dressed up. And then she says that in the event that she can't make it, she's asked Irish to be the queen. And she may not be able to attend the party because she had a stomach ache for days. And I I agree with what the girl said later in the episode. Like, why are you throwing a party that you will not be attending? That makes no sense at all. What was the point? What's the reason for this? I'm still, now that I'm saying it out loud, that makes absolutely no sense. Girl, was it so that she could be upstairs and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to get some sleep without them running around. I don't know. My goodness, that Aubrey is shady. But anyway, so the girls get ready and they have their little party. And so they're playing this game where they draw a card and answer the question on the card. And it starts off with fun questions like who's your celebrity crush? What's something embarrassing that happened while performing? And then someone pulls a card and it asks, who would you replace in the group? And Fallon says she'd replace the queen. And they all chime in and they basically agree that she hasn't done anything since she became the queen but sleep. And they all agree that they want to overthrow her. And then Keely came with the shady comment of, well, ain't nothing wrong with her. She be upstairs on her phone. She ain't sleep. Basically just throwing her under the bus too. And you know what? I'm not even mad at Keely this time. I'm really not. Go off, sis, because you got the bad rap at the beginning, and I take everything. But no, never mind. I remember what you did with the chicken. I don't take it back. Not at all. But you're redeeming yourself. You have some likable qualities. I dig it. And then while not Aubrey, while Keely is saying what she saw Aubrey doing on the phone and she ain't really sick, Irish is just looking at her and saying that she sees right through Keely and she doesn't know why she has it out for her. And I'm wondering, Irish, she was talking about you. She was implying that you can't sing. Why do you think that you're not in her group? Why has she not asked you to be on any song? Why didn't she say, girl, come with me and jump on Skeleton? I want you on it. Let's sing together, twin. Twin. Girl, don't be out here looking stupid for Aubrey. Do not be out here looking stupid for Aubrey. And so then it cuts to Aubrey on the phone, FaceTiming with her friend, and she's telling her friend that she doesn't like living with a crazy cancer. Pause. What's wrong with being a cancer? I'm a cancer, and we're not crazy. We're just in tune with our feelings. But she said she can't deal with it, all the crying and the being dramatic or whatever. And then she says that the girls can't really sing that well and they can't dance that well. And that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to be up there dancing. And Aubrey, I don't I don't think that's in the cards for you, boo. I don't see you as a dancer or a magnificent singer. I heard them struggle vocals. I heard it. We all heard it. You couldn't even find it. Girl, if you don't go on somewhere. Anyways, that's where the episode ends. Yeah, we'll be back next week for this thing. So, all right. I'm out of here. Bye.